Arba'in, the world's largest peaceful gathering. The Arba'in pilgrimage or the Arba'in walk is the world's largest annual public gathering that is held every year in Karbala, Iraq, at the end of the 40th day mourning period following Ashura. The religious ritual for the commemoration of the martyrdom of the grandson of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the third Shia Muslim Imam Hussain ibn Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu in 61 AH. Anticipating Arba'in or the 40th day of the martyrdom, the pilgrims make their journey to Karbala on foot, where Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu and his companion were martyred by the army of Yazid I in the Battle of Karbala. Arba'in is an Arabic word and its mean the 40th. In the Ahl Tashi culture, this will refer to the 40th day of the martyrdom of Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu was martyred in Karbala on the 10th day of Muharram, which is known as the day of Ashura. And according to historical accounts, on the 40th day after his martyrdom at 20th of Safar, the survivors of the Ashura event, namely the children, wives and other relatives of the martyred of Ashura, returned to Karbala and made a pilgrimage to the tombs of Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu and other martyrs of Karbala. The Iraqi Ahl Tashi mostly went on this pilgrimage on foot, but at some point in history, this tradition was abandoned. About 100 years ago, this tradition was revived in Iraq. But during Saddam Hussein's rule in Iraq 1979 to 2003, the Arba'in walk was banned and people who were going to Karbala on foot sometimes faced violent reaction. According to some reports, Saddam governments used to cut off the legs of those walking towards Karbala. However, the Ahl Tashi, in spite of the government pressures, secretly maintained this tradition by moving through palm groves and during nights. After the fall of Saddam, the Iraqi Ahl Tashi started making pilgrimage freely on foot from all over the country to Karbala. They plan their walk so that they reach Karbala on the Arba'in day or the day close to it. In the day before Arba'in, all the ways leading to Karbala are full of pilgrims moving toward this city. According to statistics from previous year, about 20 million people attend this event every year. The majority of Iraqi Ahl Tashi are based in southern region of Iraq. The first group of walking pilgrims in Iraq are the Ahl Tashi of Al-Fiw area, 667 km from Karbala in southern Iraq, who begin their movement on the 24th of Muharram, 26th day before Arba'in. They pass through different cities to reach Karbala. Residents of the city en route also join the movement and go to Karbala mainly through the city of Hila. Most pilgrims who travel to Iraq from other countries to attend the Arba'in pilgrimage start their walk from the city of Najaf, the burial place of Imam Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu. The distance from Najaf to Karbala is about 80 km. So pilgrims who want to be in Karbala on the Arba'in day should better start their journey from the 16th of Safar.
If you want to see humanity living and breathing, experience this walk. Scent of musk mixed with that of rose petals filled the air as people left Najaf for Karbala on foot. A group of men and women, young and old, children and disabled, all marched in one direction as a collective as far as the eye could see. These devotees, not only including Iraqis but also millions of Pakistanis, amongst other nationalities, are driven by their love for Imam Hussain alayhi salam, the son of Imam Ali alayhi salam and the grandson of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. While walking on the road called Tariqatul Ihrar, which is also known as the Road of Free in Iraqi tradition, devotees got the chance to talk to several people and they told people right call it the journey of love. Iraq has been a war-torn country for almost 50 years, but despite this, the way of people of Iraq from Najaf to Karbala and throughout this walk open their hearts and homes and serve them with all they have with humility and compassion, which is unbelievable. A group of men walking barefoot carrying flags in their hands and tied around their chests, looking straight ahead with grief-stricken eyes. An old man on a wheelchair, driven forward in the same direction by his young daughter walking swiftly, a baby wrapped in winter clothes clinging to her mother's arm, a man on crutches, a blind man trading ahead with a stick, which shows love for Imam Hussein alayhi salam, a man pleading with the walkers to have food at his house while standing in the middle of the road, saying, Zair, come have food for the sake of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. A Coptic Christian priest who was part of the Zair told that Hussein Raziallahu anhu is not limited to any faith or religion. He is the universal symbol till the end of time of righteousness over wrong and resistance over tyranny and oppression.
This classless and non-discriminatory walk is a perfect model of how an equal and healthy society should be, which is mesmerizing to say the least. The display of brotherhood one gets to experience during this walk is a miracle in this age and era, where the capitalist system has almost destroyed the humanity in humans. Even the wide lens of camera had too narrow a range to cover the outpour of love, compassion, generosity, and kindness displayed by pilgrims called the Zairine Imam Hussein. Even more awe-inspiring is the sight of thousands of tents with makeshift kitchens, set up by local Iraqi villagers. They provide the Zairine with nearly everything they need, from freshly prepared meals, places to rest, diapers, a shoe polishing service, and foot massage for tired pilgrims, to all sorts of medical assistance. Such devotion shown by these poor, war-stricken people makes one wonder what the driving force behind this selfless hospitality is. Someone asked an Iraqi, and he said, "It's our love for Imam Hussein Raziallahu anhu and our promise to him to serve his visitors. We have been doing this for centuries, and our coming generations will keep on doing it for the King of Martyrs, Imam Hussein Raziallahu anhu." Along with people from different countries such as Kuwait, Nigeria, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, and India. There are more than 10 mawqib, which are places for rest and food, managed by people on the road where this walk takes place. The makeshift kitchens serve hot meals and other necessary things 24 hours a day to millions of Zairine for almost 10 days. The 88-kilometer walk finishes at the shrine of Hazrat Abbas Raziallahu anhu and brother, the flag bearer of Imam Hussein Raziallahu anhu, who is regarded as the symbol of loyalty in the history of Karbala.
The lesson that Arba'in really teaches us is that we must keep the memory of truth and martyrdom alive in the face of the storm of the enemy's propaganda. Imam Hussein ibn Imam Ali Islam's rationale is the rationale of defending the truth. Today, we need to get the world to know Imam Hussein ibn Imam Ali salam. The world, which is suffering from oppression and corruption, needs to know the Husseini liberation spirit and sentiment. Today, the hearts of people throughout the world and the hearts of youth and innocent nations beat for such a truth. If Imam Hussein al-Islam is introduced to the world, it is actually Islam and the Quran which have been introduced. Today, they propagandize against Islam and Islamic teachings with hundreds of means. Against this hostile move made by the camp of kufr and arrogance, it is the movement of Husseini understanding which can single-handedly resist, stand firm and introduce the truth of Islam and of the Holy Quran to the world. The logic of Imam Hussein al-Islam is the logic of defending the truth and resistance against oppression, transgression, deviation and arrogance. This is the logic of Imam Hussein ibn Imam Ali alayhi salam. Today the world needs this logic. Today the world is witness to the rule of kufr, arrogance and corruption. The world is witness to the rule of oppression. The message of Imam Hussein alayhi salam is the salvation of the world. The great movement of Arba'in conveys this message to the whole world, and by Allah's favor and grace this movement should be strengthened on a daily basis. This walk also gives hope to all women when they commemorate the sacrifices of Bint Imam Ali alayhi salam after the martyrdom of their brothers and household, how she stood against tyranny and transferred the message of Karbala. This is a great sign which is being shown by Allah the Exalted at a time
when the enemies of Islam and the enemies of the Islamic Ummah are working against the Islamic Ummah with all sorts of weapons, with money, politics, guns, Allah the Exalted gives such greatness and significance to the Arba'in really. This is a great sign of God. This is a sign of the divine will to help the Islamic Ummah. This shows that the will of Allah the Exalted has opted to help the Islamic Ummah. May Allah give us opportunity to be a part of this really, this holy really. لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حضرت أبو الفضل العباس